Hi everyone. I am going to start working on a series of very textured acrylic paintings, and I want them to look very neutral. I'm going to put a lot of materials, mixed media materials into them, and I want them to look ancient looking. That's my plan. Now, if it happens, who knows? I'm working on a 24 by 30 wooden cradled panels. I'm going to make 6 of them all together. This is number 1. And I have gessoed it, and it's dry. And now I'm going to put on the Utrecht professional acrylic gesso. I'm going to put a layer of that on. Then after that dries, I'm going to do more things to it. So, and this one is just about empty, but I have another one. So here we go, guys. I want it to be fairly thick. Now I'm also going to get some crackle. I want to put some crackle on here. As you can see, I don't have much at all. In fact, I don't know if it's even any good. Yeah, it is. I want to get something else to put this on with. The thicker you put it on, the bigger the cracks. And for best results, you want to put it on gesso. If not, you might have trouble. Okay, I have to wipe that off. And this. Now let's finish putting this on. I don't want to put it on top of my crackle because then the crackle won't work. And I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna not put any more around that crackle because I'm going to add more texture later, but I want to smooth this out a little bit, and you'll see why in a second. And then what I'm going to do, where did I put mine? Here it is. I'm going to smooth it out with this. Then what I want to see if I can get any kind of special texture by putting it down and then lifting it up. Oh wow, look at that. Turn it around. Smooth it down just a little bit. Here and there. By putting it down and lifting it, if you push it down hard, you get real big crinkles. Now, something else I want to do. I have a screened-in porch or back deck, and over this winter, some of the screen tore with all the storms and wind and everything. And part of it came off. So I have screening right here. I'm going to cut a piece of it. And I'm going to press into the texture and leave it in. I'm going to lay it right here. Just going to push it in here and there. Don't think that's going to come up. I'm going to put another piece somewhere else. How about this piece right here? It's kind of long and skinny. I'm going to put it down at the bottom. Like right in here. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll find out. So that's that. And I want to get a piece of paper. And I'm just going to stick this baby. Like right here. And that is oil paper, Arches oil paper. I'm thinking about putting some crackle over this. Let's do that. Has to be thick for it to show. There's crackle there. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to let this sit. This has to cure for 24 hours, and then we're going to put more texture on it. But I do want to smooth. Some of this is just too... don't necessarily like what I've done. I'll smooth that out a little bit. I have no crackle up here. Let's put a little bit right there. I don't know if that's going to work or not because I had gesso down. We'll find out. It might not. Okay, I'm happy with what I have. Now this has to set overnight before I do anything else with it. I'm thinking about putting other things in it as well. That's what she looks like, guys. Now I have to clean up, and whatever you do, you don't want to wash your tools in the sink because this stuff will clog up your drain in a hurry. So I'm just going to let this sit and dry, and then tomorrow we're going to add even more texture. So I'll give you a picture of what I've done, or a video. Hold on. Okay. This is what it looks like right now. There's the screening. I don't know how that's going to work, but there's the screening. My texture. Then we have this paper that I have stuck on there. And then I took some of my crackle paste and put on top of the paper, as you can see. There's some more screening down there. So that's what it looks like, guys. So we'll see what happens for tomorrow. Hold on. Okay, it's good and dry. This is the next day, and I'll show you the texture that I have so far. There's the screen. I have a little bit of cracking up there, crackle. Then we come down. There's the paper that I pushed into the texture. Then I have crackle all in through here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Crackle. And I just put matte medium over all of my crackle. I always seal it with matte medium, and that way it won't crack off. Look, I have a little ant stuck right there. I'll have to pull that baby off. I don't know what it is, some kind of bug. And then down here, we have crackle. And then we have the screening. So I'm getting ready now to put some other things into it. So I will be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you this. This is galvanized wire that I got off of Amazon. Came in this. And it's galvanized wire netting. And I cut a piece off like so. I am going to put this onto my substrate. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And what I'm going to use is this concrete patching compound, Quickcrete. I just opened it up, and you want to keep it sealed until you're ready to use it because it's very, it dries out real quickly. Let me get rid of this. And I want to get a piece of wax paper because I'm going to lay wax paper on top of it and then weight it down. So I want to have all that ready. I don't want to put it on top of the crackle. So I can put it here. I think I want it almost to the edge, like so. Like so. So I'm going to put this down now, and then I'm going to try to attach it in some, just in some places. Once this dries, it's going to be permanent. And it should dry on here because it's texturized. A little bit right here yet. And I'm going to put some in other places because I don't want it to look like it's just, the texture is just underneath this. I should have gloves on. I'm going to put my lid back on top of that so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to put a glove on. I just want it to stick in places because I want it to stand up. Come on. Now, Nobody showed me how to do this. I'm just experimenting. This is my own idea, just so you know. I want it to stick right in through here. Find something that's pretty heavy right here. Now we'll put something right there for it to stick. Okay, put some black paint right there. So, I'm gonna let this sit for a while, at least until tomorrow. But I do want to put some of that cement elsewhere. Have it coming up in through here. Maybe coming over towards the screening. A little bit on the screen. And the reason why I weighted it down is because it is not flat. That wire is not flat. So I'm going to put this back over here. I think that'll be good. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to spray this with water, and then I'm going to wipe it off. I definitely don't want to put any of that drainage down my sink. You don't want to use a good palette knife because that cement is very, very rough. Okay, that's that. So now we're just going to wait again until tomorrow. And then I'll probably do another coat of texture in through here. At least that's the plan. So we'll see. I'll turn you back on tomorrow, guys. Well, guess what, guys? Didn't work. So, but it was worth the try. So I might use a smaller piece of this, and I'll put it down with gel medium, and I'll set something real heavy on it, and that should make it stick. But I did get the impression of it, as you can see. So this morning I am going to put some more texture on, and we'll see what happens. And then on Monday, today is Friday, on Monday we will start painting this baby. I have a little bit left in here, not much. And this is the professional gesso again. And what I want to do is I want to kind of create a lip. little bit of it over and through here. Bring it down over there. Trying not to go over my crackle. Okay, that's what it looks like now. And I'm going to let this dry for 2 days. Okay, I'm about ready to begin on this, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like prior to. I did these stripes in light gray. That is tile adhesive. I just added that to everything. So I want to give you a close-up of the texture, just so you know. So we have crackle up there. There's a lot of texture going on. That's cement. The dark gray is cement. And I have the screening. Then if you remember, I put a piece of paper onto it. That's what that bottom part is. It's that paper. A lot of crackle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and by the way, I did put a coat of matte medium over everything, just to make sure that it was good and sealed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin with rust water and ink, and I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, there is my rust with all kinds of washers and nails and things like that. And I do rust my own pieces if I can. And what I do is I just simply go to Home Depot or Lowe's and pick up a variety of nails and washers. Then I put them in a pot and I pour vinegar, some vinegar, about, I'm gonna say 3/4 vinegar to 3 parts vinegar to 1 part water. And I cover it. And then sometimes if you can sprinkle salt into it as well, that will make it rust faster. But I was in no hurry, and this I did about a month ago, and you can see the water and the vinegar has evaporated. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more water and then rinse off all of my pieces, and then I will have rust water, which I'm going to pour over. That's the plan, guys. Okay, I just took all the rusted pieces out and put them in here. And this is, I don't know if you can see all of this rusty residue. I'm gonna put a little bit of water into that and see if I can pour this onto my piece. So I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna pour water into this and just let this soak a little bit and then dump it and let it dry out on here. This is what you call a natural pigment. I'm gonna use a brush just to get it up off the bottom of the pot. Then I'm going to take this outside on the cement. So when I have everything outside and ready, I'll be back. Okay, I just took all the rusted pieces out and put them in here. And this is, I don't know if you can see all of this rusty residue. I'm gonna put a little bit of water into that and see if I can pour this onto my piece. So I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna pour water into this and just let this soak a little bit and then dump it and let it dry out on here. You can see some of the residue right here. This is what you call a natural pigment. I'm gonna use a brush just to get it up off the bottom of the pot. Then I'm going to take this outside on the cement. So when I have everything outside and ready, I'll be back. I'm ready to do this. I'm going to try to do it holding it in one hand and pouring in the other. So I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to give it a shot, guys. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I'm just going to brush it around a little bit. And then I'm going to let it dry. And I'm not really thinking about where I'm putting it. I'm just pouring it on, spreading it around, seeing what happens. Sorry for the shaky screen. Can't be helped. Then I'll be using black ink. It's chilly out here today. It's in the 50s and the wind is blowing. I just want to spread this out a little bit. I want some of this to be up here. Gosh, this is gonna be nice. If I didn't get it everywhere, I'm not concerned. I think I want a little bit right in through here. Well, you could really see the crackle. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this with fixative after it's dry, because I don't know if you can see, you see all that dark stuff right there? That's all rust pigment. And it will come off if I don't do anything with it. Now I wonder if I have any more of this in here. I do have a lot of this pigment in here. This is pigment right here that just fell. If I can pick that up. Okay, I'm happy with that. So that's what it looks like now. And I'm just going to let it out here until all of the water evaporates. And then I'm going to spray it with a fixative. Hey guys. Later. All right, this has dried now. And you can see how a lot of the things settled in. It's nice. I'm very happy with it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour black acrylic ink on it, and also some brown. I'm going to let it run, see what happens. I'm going to put some right over and through here. And I'm also going, that's black, and this is FW and antelope brown. That antelope brown looks green. I want it to go the whole way to the bottom. Some of them, which it has. That's what it looks like now. I'm thinking put some black right here, and I'm just going to do a little bit of brushing. Okay, that's what it looks like now. I'm going to let this dry. I tell you, that brown, I'm going to shake up that brown a little bit more. I don't know if that's dry. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be that color or what. But it's very green. I'm just shaking some paint out of my brush. I'm gonna let that all dry now. And then we're gonna start painting it, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, I'm ready to start this. I sprayed it with a fixative, so none of this should come off. As you can see, it's not. None of it's coming off. So, and I look a mess. I don't care. I'm here to paint. So I have really no idea where I'm going with this. But I do know that I want to start with a Titan buff and white. And what I'm using is Daler Rowney's buff titanium. And I'm using my cut off chip brush. And I'm going to do some dry brushing. Let some of that show through. Don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm using straight from the tube. No plan in mind. I'm just kind of scrubbing it in, actually, more than anything. Okay, I haven't worked on this for a long time. I've been busy with my mixed media pieces. So, but I'm going to start adding color to this. And I've mixed up some paint, and it's white, black, processed K9, how do you say it? C-Y-A-N. Cayenne and Prussian blue. It's turned out to be kind of like a blue-gray. And I'm not, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no plans whatsoever. None whatsoever. But I do know, I do want a little bit of color in this. See, I have a layer going right in through here. I should have some of this up above as well. And I'm using one of these long brushes. I forget the name of them. I forget half the stuff anymore. Okay. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing? A little bit of over and through here. I want this corner to be different from that corner, so I'm not going to put any blue right there. Okay, now I have to let that dry, and then I'm going to go over with some dark gray, I think, and then some white, more titanium buff. That's the plan, but that was the color I used. Again, it was Prussian blue, cayenne, processed cayenne, black and white. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more white and black to it, so I have a different value of this blue. This is a tad bit darker. Not much. I think I need a little bit more black. Yeah, that's better. You should be able to see the difference in that. So important. Your values are so important. Okay, they're different values now. Now I'm going to let this dry. If you remember, this is the that I put on there. I'm still thinking about putting this back on, and I probably will do that at the end because I'm thinking about putting it down with heavy gel medium and setting something on it so it sticks. Decided I want some of these shapes to be just a little bit bigger. I think that's better. I have some big shapes, some small shapes, some medium-sized shapes. I think I'm going to draw into it yet. I'm going to draw into it with an orange woody. Can't really see that. Can't see it at all. Go into it with some black lines. There, I like that. And what I'm doing is this paper plastic pencil, and I'm dipping it in water. Make it darker. I don't know if you can see that or not. I haven't felt like painting for a while. We just got back from Kentucky. Putting some marks on it. You can tell I'm not thinking, guys. I'm just putting layers down, and they'll be covered up, and they'll give me, it will give me history. Okay, that's enough of lines, I think. See if I can scrape some of this back. Sure can. Gives me a good line. That's what it looks like for now.